If you get to that point, if you get to the point of, I will call you, don't call me, my vote to you is to not call them, right? Or at least wait 6 months or something. And when you do call them, make sure you have a compelling insight. Okay, don't reference the fact that they said, don't call me, but hey, was thinking about you guys. Something just came up in the industry. It's affecting everybody. I just want to make sure you guys were aware of it, right? You're going to have to tread very lightly when you call them back. Now, the second and more important answer to that question of what do I do when they say, don't call me, I'll call you, is you need to take a mirror and look at yourself and go, how the hell did I get myself in that position? Because I still make thousands of calls a year, maybe over 10,000 calls a year. I don't know. I maybe hear that once every 24 to 36 months, 2 to 4 years, because I don't allow myself to get in that position. Like if I'm feeling like it's very tense, I just preemptively don't say, what's a good next step? What's a good next step for me? I skip lastly to setting a next step. Hey man, we're just not sure on this. I just don't know on this. I mean, send it over and we'll get to you. When I'm starting to feel that sand in the gears, no problem, Sean. Hey, I'll send everything over to you right now. And then I'll give you a call. Today's the 16th. I will call you a month from today on the 16th of next month if I haven't heard from you before then. Fair enough? Right? And when I throw in that okay, right? It's just when we push too much, usually when somebody says, don't call me, I'll call you, is we were just pushing a little bit too much. And you want to avoid that like the plague. So we want to be really gentle with, does it make sense to blank? Not right now. Got it. What's a good next step? Man, I'm not sure. What's a good next step for me? Man, I really don't know. Right? And then you can set a next step. But if they're like, hey, I don't think we're going to do this. We're totally happy with our incumbent vendor. I will try and take a look at what you're sending over, but I can't promise anything. Probably not say what's a good next step and what's a good next step for me. Just say, totally get it. No, you guys are slammed. I'll shoot everything over to you in an email. And then today's the 16th. I'll give you a call mid next month if I haven't heard from you before then. Fair enough? And they go, okay, cool. Right? It's like we push too much. And that's why we end up with them saying, don't call me, I'll call you. Because that's a death blow for you. And you might want, when they say, don't call me, I'll call you, what's the last thing that needs to come out of your mouth? Your NOS, your net outcome statement. No problem. I will be here when you need to, right? I'll be here when you need to reduce the cost of the equipment that you're renting right now and get the equipment that's going to allow you to be competitive on those jobs that are coming here in 2025. Fair enough? Or whatever the net outcome statement for what you do is. Not, I'll be here when you need rental equipment, right? Because they just told you they're not interested. So focus on the outcome there. If you like this video, I got you. I'm going to hook you up. Click the link in my bio. I'm going to give you the closing mini masterclass. It's normally $300. I'm going to pay for everything. You're going to close a lot more business. You're going to make a lot more money. You're going to have a lot more fun. And you're going to be like, Matt Easton changed my life. And I'm going to be like, yes, I did. Did we just become best friends? And you're going to say, yes, we did. And then you and I are going to be best friends and it'll be great. So click the link in my bio so we can be friends and you can close more business and I'll cover all the cost. See you there.